All right. Just kind of gonna get right into it. Just the camera here. What's up, Joe? You doing spirit? Oh man. Well, appreciate you. Have a good rest of your workday. I know you're already gone. Alrighty. Let's get into it, shall we? We're just gonna jump right into it, because I don't know how long I have to stream. And let's just do the thing. Hopefully we're sounding good. Hopefully everything looks alright. Alright, cool. So last time we got a bunch of limestone and concrete, wet concrete going. So I think that's where we're kind of at right now. It seems like this one needs to be brought in, if I remember correctly, and then we were going to expand out that lane. So let's go ahead and just start doing that. So for here, I think we're going to kind of just go in line, if I can. There we go. We want to kind of work our way around. Yo, G-Man, what's up, dude? How goes it? How you been? I look different. I'm in a different spot, so that's probably why. Ooh. I'm not in my usual location. Got a lot of natural light and stuff, so. Alright, so we want concrete going. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to upgrade this blueprint. I think it's in here. Yeah. How you doing though, man? Good to see you. Hope things have been well. So this was in here? Yeah. I think these are Mark 1s, and I want them to be Mark 2s. Yeah. Very good, very great. Yo, what's up, Don? How we doing? How we doing? What's happening? I could also paint these. Should do that, huh? Should be getting in the habit of doing that. Oh, and look at that. I missed that guy. Joe, look at that. All right. Okay, good. So that's all good. And then that looks good. That's all good. Okay, so we'll just add more water extractors, and then we'll add these guys in. I also have to update... Which one is it here? Wet concrete. 2 honorable mentions last stream, and I couldn't enjoy them live. Heck yeah. Yeah, bro. When you have a good idea, it's going to come up time and time again. What can I say? I like that, yeah. I really want to get Cyan After Dark going. I really do. There's been a couple of nights where I'm like, I should do it. Like, it'd be chill. It's a good night, but I'm just cooked, honestly. It's a lot. It's been busy, you know? So it's just been hard to have the energy. But hell yeah. I'm glad to hear it's got some good good backing already. We'll be doing it. We'll be doing it soon. Alright, so this one is currently a pure node, which means the belt is totally full. So we're just gonna leave it going there. Yeah, appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Like I said, everybody's been like very understanding, which is really great. They're going well. They're going well. Thank you for asking. She's feeling pretty good for the most part. You know, doing pretty well. She's moving around pretty good. We've got like in-home people coming, you know, like a nurse comes, and then a occupational therapist and a physical therapist so far have come in, and all 3 of them are like, you're doing really well, like you look great, like everything looks like it's going really well. So that's, you know, nice to hear that. So far she's progressing pretty nicely, it seems. So yeah, so far all positive indications, basically. we love to hear, right? So I just realized this pipeline is actually going to be a little over because we need 250. We're currently pulling 400. So that's a little bit on the tight side, right? Because we can only handle 600. And that would put us at 650. So we would have to kind of adjust that. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, it is like, you know, I knew it was going to be an intense surgery for her, but I'm like, yeah, damn, I'm glad I am here because like this recovery is rough. And I would not want her to be trying to deal with this by herself, you know. So I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. And she's been very, very appreciative too, which is, you know, it just helps to hear that you're doing a good thing here and there. So it's nice. Because, yeah, like and I feel for her too, but like she's waking up like every 2-3 hours at night, you know, and needs like certain medications. So I gotta like make sure she's getting the right ones on time, which is fine. Like I'm comfortable doing that, but it's hard getting like 2 hours of sleep at a time, you know. That's been the past like 2-3 weeks now. So 2 weeks. So that's like the hardest part, I think, but it's hard on her too. So it's like once we get over that, hopefully things are gonna really take a uphill, you know. So I think for this we're gonna do the real quick and dirty, slap a pump on here and just feed it in from the other side, because this whole line here can handle it, and I don't think we need to lose sleep about 50 water, right? Right. Cool. Good talk. So what are we talking about down here? What do we got going? These are all 120'd out. One of you's got to be overclocked, right? Yeah. Oh, we're in the water. Okay, so you're at 160, which is 40 extra, right? Because we're doing 400. See if we can go without, maybe. So we need, because we need 6, so that's just 5 of you. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then hook all of that in. Like so. And like so. And the daisy chain is a beautiful thing. So those are all good to go. And then, I mean, that kind of lines up pretty dang well. So we could do a couple things here. We could throw a power shard in and split the line, or we could just put another water extractor down, which I think would fit. It'll fit. And just let her rip. We can just throw a pump in and connect right up to here, so I'll just delete that for now. Well, probably forever, actually. Definitely forever, yeah. I don't think there's ever gonna be a Mark III pipe. If there is, great, but which means we don't need you either. And then let's go horizontal to vertical. I just want to have enough room to throw in a pump. It's gonna be a little out of line, but that's fine. I could actually bring that in quite a bit. Cool. Alright, and then I think we're just gonna add a pump right in here like that. And we're not gonna lose too much sleep. We can do that. That's sweet. And let it rip. This one we can underclock, right? To 850. And that should finish up our concrete. I think that's all we really have left. So I gotta throw power into all those. I think that's why they're not working yet. Oh, I have like no fuel. Where's all my fuel? Oh, it's in the box up there. That's right. That's right. That's right. Can I use coal? No, I can't. I'm joking. Oh, a hard drive. Do we need anything? My list says no. So I'm gonna hope that's correct. Alright, down here. Out here, yeah. I should probably put the little walkways. I think that is helpful. Don't need you right now. I don't know how well this is going to work. It might not work very well, but it should. It should be fine. I'm just going to kind of wait until that expands a little bit, which means there's a good amount of water in here. Go fill up a little bit. Chill for a second. Fill up a little bit. Work faster. I guess I could just overclock it, so, or not overclock it, do that. Just because this has no like buffer like the other one does, so I kind of just want to make sure it's all good to go. There we go. Yeah, you can just start working now. And then that should start to fill up, and then we should be good to go. So that's good. Should be going a little bit faster than that, but I guess not. Maybe I'm just impatient. It's going. There we go. I'm just impatient. Alright, so once that is all nice and topped off, we can underclock it again. And it should run without really any issues. So. Alright, cool. So, it is eventually going to stall out, but now that we have this made and we have the steel made, we are going to go start working on actually making useful stuff with it, like steel beams and steel pipes. So, here, we actually have to update that, and we should be good, right? Because we have 80, are we not good? 40. Good. Wait. 80, 80, and 40 is 200 plus 320. Yeah, no, we're not good. I thought we could handle that on 2 belts. Maybe not. Okay, so that's 520. Look. Go, 520. Let's see. Let's pop in the modeler real quick and revisit the numbers. So we should be making 920. We can handle 960. Okay, so we just have to kind of send some into the other line, I guess, which we can do. That's doable. Oh, I never hooked up limestone. Nice. Yeah, because this is the other line right here. So we could probably figure something out with that. Like back here, we have a little bit of room to do a merge, and we're going to be running down here. Basically, I just have to take the extra from that line and add it into this guy right here, and then they'll go up to the same location, and all should be good, because this guy is currently carrying 400 from over there at those refineries. So yeah, there's 80, items per minute left, and we are 40 over, which makes sense with the 920. Yeah, okay, very good, very good. So, what I'm gonna do to make my life easier is I'm just gonna take this guy, because that is exactly 40, and we're just gonna send that on its own over and in. Oh, we could just do it right here. We could just do it right here. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Lovely. Okay, you're just gonna shoot straight over here. Hmm. I'm not actually gonna do this, don't worry. I just want to see if that's a straight line. It is a straight line. Lovely. So I'm gonna go right there. We're gonna take a merger. Like so. This belt needs to be also upgraded. That is woefully inadequate. Let's do that real quick. Yep, I didn't forget about your lift. Well, I did, but... Okay, well, we started the process. That's good. Cool. Okay, so that is concrete. Back to there. We've got that merger. We can add that one in. The rest of the line should be good, right? Yeah, that's all fine. Okay. And then... So for here... Let's see. Let's get somewhere kind of flat. I guess I could move this into the middle. You won't notice the beam, trust me. There you go. Let's see. Let's just make a little marker sort of thing to build with. So let's go there. Let's go 1 meter and zoop. Refineries take work always. Oh, yeah. Dude, I know. So far I've been like, yeah, this will just be like quick concrete refineries, and then it's like 2 hours later, I'm still building concrete refineries, and I'm like, yeah. Yeah. Understood. I don't think that's low enough. Let's see. Okay, let's try here. And then we're gonna do something like that. We're gonna do something like that. Nice. Okay. So. I think that is it. That's not it. Okay, it should be that one. Ta-da! Okay. We got there in the end. It's a little clunky sometimes, but I think it works. Alright, so that is, I think, flat. It kind of looks like it's sloping down, but I think it's flat. Like 99% sure. Yeah, it's good. Okay, it's just my eyes. And I really need to get more fuel. Do that. Went from having a bunch to having, like, none. Alright, so final step. Let's actually get our limestone run in. I don't want to mess with this line. I don't think I really have to. Okay, cool. So we can go here. Oh, we can't? Okay, well, we can. I just have to kind of make... how can I make this work? Okay. So I need to enter from over here. Alright, so I need a foundation. This is a little clunky. Okay, so it should be like that. Yeah. Alright, it's just because this is at a weird height. I think it's like a meter higher than it should be. But it is what it is. And then... Oh, no, that's still not correct. Okay, so it should be like that. I guess I could just do this, right? Yeah. These things matter to me, at least. They don't matter at all, but they do matter to me. So. Oh yeah, wait, here. That's it. There we go. Okay, and then the reason we do that is because we can go here. If we have an anchor there and a there, make a nice compact lift, otherwise known as a tiny lift, and we're good. Hell yeah. Oh man, dude, I could not imagine not having my PC anymore. I don't know, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. You'll get there soon, I know it. I believe. Alright, so we've got 4 going here. So yeah, we're gonna enter in this one so we can separate. And let's see, so we're down there. I think I want to come back up and just straight in like that. So let me get over here. Do you play on a console mainly, Don? Forgive me if you've told me that before. I may have forgot. And then we said it's from here. And let's see. I guess I could kind of mimic what's going on up top a little bit. Definitely not at all important to do this, but you know my stance. So we go there. And like that. And then that should... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So close. I think that's... Is that flat? Seems good to me. Dude, that's sick. Wait, hell yeah. Fucking awesome, bro. That's so sick. I support that 100%. What? That's a blast, dude. That's awesome. I'm jealous. Oh my god. I hope you're having a lot of fun. That sounds so cool. Holy shit. Live it, man. Live it. Live the fucking... Just do it. Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, bro. That's awesome. That's so sick. Okay. We should be working now. We should have limestone going in. And they're all stalled out. Yeah, cool. Wait, we don't have limestone going in? Did I miss a connection here somewhere? Yep. What happened here? Something didn't connect here. That's so sick. Oh my god. I'm so stoked for you guys. Like, that's so cool. I'm just stoked. I love hearing, like, people do cool shit. So that's so sick. That's in line. Beautiful. How long are you guys doing it for? Just, like, you're just doing it? Like, that's the plan, right? Like, just vibing out, and that's life. No timeline, no nothing. Alright, we're running, man. We're running. I like it. Let's see. So we're gonna head up. That's all good to go. We've got our lines going out. We've got our lines going over. Let's send ourselves up to the top and see what we can start doing here. Y'all like my mug? Been stealing my niece's mug. It's nice and pink and stuff. It's very sick. Matches the shirt. It's a vibe. Nice. Okay. Hell yeah. My buddy went to Ireland. He fucking loved it. That's so sick, though. Why not, right? Take what you need. Enjoy it. It's like a big old road trip. That's awesome, bro. I'm really happy for you guys. I'm really happy for you. My sister also lives in the UK. Actually. Why don't you guys have? Nothing wrong with a good mug, right? It's just a good mug, man. Like it just works. Hell yeah. Ooh, iron's broken. Let's go take. Oh, I see why iron's broken. I never fixed it. Little iced coffee. Little iced coffee. Been rocking that pretty heavily lately. I got a Red Bull here, but it wasn't a Red Bull kind of day. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes that's the wrong kind of energy to bring. Sometimes it's the absolute needed kind of energy, though. There we go. We're buzzing. Take me with you. Whee! All good, bro. All good. Start deleting stuff. Alright, so that's going to start running. The other one is stalled out. So that's all beautiful. We have to figure out how we're going to get our belts down. But I know I already have these all set up ready to go for me. So what I think I want to do is clear the path ahead. And a lot of this is going to get reworked. Let me rephrase that. Basically, all of this is going to get reworked. So currently, we are producing steel beams in 2 different ways. We're using the alternate molded steel beam right here. And we are also using just the base steel beam recipe over here. Oh, I never said how much. That doesn't matter really at this point. And then we're making steel pipes as well using the base recipe. And what we're going to be switching to is all molded steel beams and molded steel pipes, which is why we just made all that concrete and are trying to bring that in. Living at for 7 years, I know all about iced coffee. Ooh, hell yeah. Dude, I miss espresso so much. Oh my god. Like, okay, so I don't know if I mentioned it, but I did when I was in college. I studied abroad for a semester. So I was in Italy, like northern Italy, and oh my god, like the fucking best, dude. It was so cool. It was such a great experience. Like I miss it every day. And the food and the espresso, just having one in the morning every day, just like, just so nice. And Athens was sick too. I went to Athens. I went to Athens once, and then I was in, I forget what the island was, but it was like a tiny Greek island. Very nice though, very pretty. So yeah, dude, I fucking, I know exactly what you're talking about. Well, maybe not those exactly, but I just know like espresso and the vibe. It's so good there. All right, why aren't you working? You're just not hooked up. Oh, okay. That's great. Can I do this nicely without having a whole big headache on my shoulders? Yeah. Yeah. So what I would like is here. And we want to go like so. Please have ingots. No? Okay, so it was the belt, not the lift. Noted. Silent stick was the Island Coast Islands. No. I think it was like in the north. I want to say like Corfu or something like that. Was the island? We did go to an island like right outside of Athens as well when we went to Athens, but that was like a separate little day trip thing. That was also really cool. That was a fun little trip. So it was crazy the amount of freedom we had as like literal 20-year-olds, you know, just like they were like, yeah, just go ahead, just go wherever you want. Just like international travel. It's like, okay, this is crazy, but it was sick. I learned a lot doing that, you know. The first one, Aegina, yes, that was definitely it. That sounds like it. Corfu is super close to Italy too. Yeah, it was like not a far trip. I think we went in the off season too, so it was kind of cool. There wasn't that many people there and stuff. We just had like ATVs and like rode around. It was crazy. It was such a nice, just such a great time. Yeah, man, I missed that shit. Oh my god. Okay, so we've got those steel lines there, and we've got to get them in over here. So what I'm thinking we're gonna do, right, is we already kind of planned it out yesterday, like last week. Island style. Yeah, man. I have some pictures from that trip, and like, oh man, just some of the most insane things, like the sunsets and the coves and like everything, just so crazy, so cool. Yeah, I gotta go back. Like I tell myself that all the time. Like I gotta make it back over there at some point. One day we'll get there. Okay, so here we have our line going for steel beams, so that's not too bad. And then we're gonna have overflow going into steel pipes along with its own dedicated line, and then a little bit of extra goes into what do you call it? Storage, overflow, whatever works. So here we're gonna add our upgraded versions and just start going up. We need to build 4 1/3. I have room for 4. We could go up. We could also just build one here and just keep it on one level. We have to go up 4 steel pipes. We need to build 18 of them. So, you know, well, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's just do that. So we're going to take this guy out. Let's take out this level in entirety. We may as well maximize the space that we have, and then in the future, if we need to go further, we just go further, right? I feel like that's a good practice to follow. Okay, so that's all cleared out. We are going to drop in a 2 up, 1 down blueprint. Let's kind of get ourselves in a good spot to do that. Hey, what's up, Aaron Morgan? How we doing? Good morning or good afternoon, good evening. Yeah, I mean, it's good practice. Just hit them all, right? Nothing wrong with that. We got a good afternoon over here. Same to you. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. All right, so we got that in place. We're gonna drop in steel beam icon. And then I gotta tab over real quick because I already forgot. 195. And what is it for steel pipes? I'll write it down. 920 and 1/250th. Well, I can tell you that's 920. So we're gonna just say 920 steel pipes. And this was 195. Cool. And then we can leave that level 1 of 1. Nice and simple. And let's grab our boundaries. We're going to switch to auto connect. Up and in. Link, link, link. And we're good to go. And we can add 2 of these. And then we're going to do molded beams. I got a little bit of stuff, so I can drop that off. Hey, nice. Love to hear that. Love to hear that. Sometimes you need a day to do all that. That's what I got ahead of me, so I feel that. Good luck, man. I hope the build is going well. I hope the build's going well. We go over, drop in, and drop in. Alright, so we got power in there. I gotta get power back over here. So that one goes that way. That one goes that way. Just a little redundancy. Just being safe. May as well do that if I see him, right? Alright, cool. And then this belt is actually still fine, technically. Oh, we have free steel. Nice. Sick, dude. I'll take that. I'll take some of that, actually. I don't know if I need... Well, yeah, just get them. We gotta get this out of here. So this is not gonna be here. But that is exactly where we're going. So we can clear you out, we can clear you out, and we can fire this over to there. A little jittery, but it works. Alright, so we have the upgrade available should we need it. Let's throw power right over here. Go. Let me make sure I have my phone nearby just in case it gets massages. Alright, and now we gotta hook up a concrete line and a couple of steel lines, I think, or maybe just the one. Let's take a look again, shall we? Okay, so here we need the bulk of the, or not the bulk, but a good amount of the steel ingots. By the timeout master. Oh yeah, by the time I master the jetpack building, I'll be using the hover pack. I know, dude. That's always how it is. At least here, we're using it for a long time. I definitely feel myself getting more comfortable with it, you know. It is a little weird because we have to like go over and in and then like over and in, but I mean, it is what it is. What are you gonna do, right? They're not perfect designs. They're perfectly imperfect. Okay, so for that line, we need to have a way to get the extra steel in. So I think I'm gonna do steel ingots on this one, the outside line, so that we can add more to it. And then, yeah, because concrete, we don't have to worry about that. Hell yeah. It's nice. It's nice to not to hear from somebody else and know that it's not just me being like, yeah, I got this. Meanwhile, it's like shake and bake, figuring it out. All right. So both of these lines are good because we're only doing 360 per line, right? So we have 6 They're all making 60 per. 360. Okay. So, I need the bulk of both of these. I was going to try and make an auto-connect thing, but I just don't think that's really worth the time right now. So let's just kind of do this real simple. Alright, and the goal is to get over here, get ourselves into steel beams while still leaving room to kind of navigate all the other stuff for steel pipes. So we're probably going to drop down below. I don't think there's anything going on down here that we have to worry about. There's not. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's just the cleanest way to get through. So let's go right here. For 1. We go here for 2. And we go right there. 3. Actually, we'll make the turn underground. I don't need to do that. It looks way cleaner this way. And we can still run around, yeah. Alright, cool. So, over here, this is what we're gonna do. So, you're gonna be steel. Concrete. I think I'm actually gonna have to turn this one like that. Ooh, actually, no, wait. No, yeah. Don't overcomplicate it. I have to like convince myself to go take the easy route sometimes because it makes more sense. So we'll do that, and we'll do that. Okay. And then from down below, let me get a little bit of scaffolding to work on. So this is our concrete belt right there. And I want that in here. These are modular engines, all for modular engines at the end, right? Yeah, basically. Like I am hooking back up the versatile frameworks because like that isn't getting upgraded, it's just getting improved, I guess you could say. You know, like I'm making the same amount, I'm just using a better recipe for steel beams to do it. Hence this part right here, but all of this will inevitably be for modular engines and also the adaptive control units. We're going to be using a good amount of the stuff we're making here for that as well. Okay, so that is concrete. And then that would mean this belt here will become the first steel input, which I can get over to here. Okay, great. That's what I would like to do. You're very welcome. Thank you for asking. I'm sure you weren't the only one wondering. So, all right, we like it. We love it. And then down here, let's think about this. So I have to add. Let me just look at this again. We have 520. I only have to add 40 steel, so we can do that right away, and then branch over to steel pipes. So that's definitely what we're gonna do. I'm struggling to speak clearly a little bit today. Just one of those days. So what we want to do is have a smart splitter, and I think, yeah, that should be good. So then we can go down, over, and in, and I can send the remainder straight on. Let's see if I can get this without falling to the ground. Nope, we're gonna fall to the ground. cannot do that. Alright, let's try that. No, you're good. You're more than fine, man. If anything, it's helping me stay present. It's fair. It's cool. You're good. You're good. Let's go here. Let's go here. And then fire in like that. And then I can go in and over. Yeah. Okay. And then overflow will go over. So let's see. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make you a smart splitter. And we're gonna make you a priority merger. If I could get something to snap you to, that'd be kind of sick. So if we go like that. Oh, hold on now. There we go. There we go. And I just have to rebuild that lift. Alright, so what we want to say is prioritize the machine input, and then anything extra, send onward. You're supposed to be a priority merger. And we want to say prioritize the center line and only take from this if center line is empty. And then over here, we can take from our overflow splitter, or smart splitter, I guess, technically, where we're saying you're going to prioritize going that way. And actually, we can throttle that. The Markman belt, it doesn't be anything like that. And then you're good, bro. You're good. And then so now we'll send the 40 that we need into here. The majority will still be coming from this line, and then we can send everything else that we need over into steel pipes, which we are going to go set up right now. And that is all 3 lines handled. Okay. Cool. So that's steel beams. And then, yeah, the majority of them are really just going out to versatile frameworks. You reminded me of a discussion you had about your base storage and the recycling of all the items you put in a bin. Oh, yeah. That's still a fun idea that I would like to try and do. Like, if I could come up with, like, a nice solution in the early game. Programmable splitters. They would help. But you can get away with it without them. It's a little clunky, but there are workarounds to kind of like make stuff like smart splitters sort of work like programmable splitters. You just don't have the same level of control. Like you would have to use more smart splitters to get the same result as like a programmable splitter, I guess. So, if that makes sense. Gotcha. Okay, so here we absolutely have to replace that. The new version. Which should be right here. Yep. I like to go off auto connect when I'm first putting these down, otherwise stuff gets real funky. That's not adding up here. Oh, this is backwards. Let's try from over here. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's try that again over here. Okay, so the sign should be on the right. Yeah. We're over it. 100%. Yeah. But you don't get those. I don't even think I have those yet. I think those are in... Yeah, they're all the way down here. Yeah. So... definitely endgame stuff there. I mean, you could find this early, but to get to this point in the tree... yeah, you need at least some plastic to do high-speed connectors. I mean, it's doable, right? I mean, if you go explore and you know where you want to go, like with the right crash sites to get the specific items you need, yeah, it's definitely doable. That's 100% a thing. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. He's getting the ideas. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Once I'm back home and have more time and more ability and, you know, more just everything to dedicate to that kind of thing. Yeah, 100%. I was really shocked by the response that people were very interested. I was like, that's very cool to see. All right, we're going up with this one. So let's revisit real quick what we're about to do. So we just handled that and wrapped up our concrete. Those guys should be working again, so we should be making more versatile frameworks, well, at least for a little while until this runs out, so we'll get steel pipes going soon. That's a lot of extra steel pipes. Wow. I guess we just don't need them. That's crazy. Why am I making so many then? It's like a quarter of my production just going into into a sink. I mean, I don't need to scale that up. Really, we're almost done with it. Maybe there was some other limit that I didn't want to push. Because, I mean, these wire requirements are pretty insane. Oh, it was probably rubber. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That tracks. That tracks. If we could find more oil, we could expand it, but 25 is fine for now. Still, I'm not really going to worry about it. I guess we'll still hook it up, because who knows? We'll use it for something. Maybe I'll throw it on a truck, and we'll use it for heavy modular frames at the main factory. I have to step away for a moment, though, so I'm going to put us into a nice view spot. I'll keep us away from machines, because they're just going to be stalling out. This feels good, but we get a little more. We gotta get the angle. Gotta get the shot. Hopefully less flickering mountain. Yeah, nice. Cool. Alright, so we will be back in a few minutes. Chill out, and I'll catch you in a few. Sorry about that. Hello. We're back. Just had to get preparations made for dinner and get her in a nice good spot for a few. Let's get back to it. Hopefully we've been chilling here. Things have been going well. I see yellow lights, so that makes sense. Those guys are still humming. That's good to see. Okay, cool. So we were working on making our steel pipes. So we're going to continue plugging away at that. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate the patience. All right, so we can do 4 in a level. We have to make 18.4, so 19. So that is going to be 5 levels. Very cool. We are going to be able to tear out all of this. Don't really have the inventory space. Maybe I do to kind of handle this. Let's do a quick little clean out. That can all go away, and all right, let's see. So if I pick up this guy, is power still going? Power is not still going, because that was a main throughway. That's fine. We should just be able to jump across it. Alright, so that's all clear. That's reinforced plate. That's totally fine. It could technically go below, and maybe we'll change that. We don't need you anymore. We don't need you anymore. We don't need that. We can leave that open. That's cool. And this is more steel beams, so we don't need you. And we don't need you. Very nice. Look at that. Carving up some nice open light. We shouldn't need that belt. We shouldn't need that belt. We shouldn't need any of this. These are all steel ingots. Clearing out a ton of space. I'm liking what I'm seeing. If we wanted to move this now, we really should be able to. So let's see. Oh, we're coming out from there and over to here. Interesting. Okay. Is there a reason I didn't drop down before? There is. It's right there. Aha. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Eminent domain. Yeah. Sorry, steel beams. Fix it. Needs the space. We actually don't even need the space. We just don't want you around anymore. So we're gonna just take you out. Brutal. Real and true. Huh. Oh man. Are we the bad guys? Alright, there we go. So that's our first level. And then we're gonna send steel pipes out. Basically down this line here. Yeah. So that being there is cool. And what do we want to do? So if I go off of here, will that line up? It will. We'd love to see it. Okay. And then remind me. Oh, we're making 920, right? So that's gonna not work out really well for us. But what I think we're gonna be able to do is we should be able to keep these lines the same, and then it's 500 right there. That's kind of annoying. 20 over, so I guess we'll have to overflow partially from there then instead. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna, this will all actually, oops, let me go back in there. That's all gonna change, and I'm not gonna keep those belts. That's kind of where I guess I was getting at. So you're gone, and we are gonna figure out steel beams. Or steel pipes. So that's all good. This guy we need to take out. That one as well. there's a good chance a lot of this will change. So let's just go with that for now, and then we'll figure out how we're going to route stuff in. Try and clear some of this out as we go. All right, so we need power in here for the main connection, and then I think in the past I went up there. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. And then we need to go up, so we have to build 4 more levels. I think we're gonna hook all of these up first, and then we'll start doing belt stuff, because otherwise it'll be kind of a pain. So let me grab both of those, and up we go. And we're well out of the Mantis flight path. He's over there, so we shouldn't have to worry about anything. Famous last words, but we'll see. Let's go blueprint mode. Thank you. I guess let's just try and get pixel hunter. Yep, there we go. Input, output there. Spin around, grab the lift element, go down and in. Auto connect, lighten up all over the place. Good to see it. Love to see it. So at 4 per level, we're making 50 per, so that's 200 per level. So we have a couple of options. We can do lines of 400, which would end up leaving us with like 3 lines. Yeah. One just kind of sad line. Or we could split like in the middle of a level and do 2 lines, which would probably be better for us. It might be a little weird, but it shouldn't be that weird, actually. Although we'd have to merge 2 lines on one point, right? Because I'd have stuff there going in, and then I'd have the stuff coming on in from up top, which I guess I could just do out here, but okay, decisions. Figure that part out. Let's go over here. Power. And throw a switch. Yeah, so Manta's well and clear out of the way. Got our recipes. Alright, cool. Let's just keep going up. So that is level 2. Oh, signs. Signs are important. Go there, we go there. 2 of 5. Yo, what's up, Oliver? How we doing, man? Welcome, welcome. Alright, so same thing. We want input, output there. And let's drop in this guy. I'm doing well, man. Thank you for asking. Got our auto connects lighten up. Looking good. Start pasting recipes. Yeah, we're keeping busy, you know? We got a lot of work to do, but we're doing well. Alright, and that all links up very nice. Very good, very good. So let's throw the switch. Let's set up our signs. Level 3 of 5, 3 of 54. One day, maybe. Not today, but one day. Go in. And there we go. Alright, so that's level 3. You do get into a nice little rhythm, I feel like. We are really close to doing versatile frameworks. I wonder if I'll even get to upgrade them. I might not. Which is kind of funny. But I will do the upgrade purely for the points and stuff to make them the awesome sync. And we're gonna need them for phase 4 stuff, so. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that, man. That's kind of the goal. Build big, but make them work, you know? That is the goal at the end of the day, right? Make a bunch of stuff. Right, we're gonna fire that one up. And then the last level, we just have to make 3. So we have 4 levels of 4 right now. And then we're gonna have a total of 18.4. So I could just build 2, throw a power shard in there, but we've got the space, and I'd rather hold on to power shards. Oops, I didn't need to switch there. Right. And oh, we can say for you 40%. All right, and those 2 are all good to go. And then here we drop in the final part of our tower. Just like that. That is 920 steel beams or steel pipes per minute. Pretty nice. Pretty good, pretty nice. Obviously we gotta get it hooked up, but it's the bulk of the work already done. And then over here. Oh, I'm missing the connection into that level, so we can drop that one too. Those are the hard ones. Oh no, we got kicked off the wall. Let me get up here so I don't crash, and we can do it the easy way. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Alright, let's check and make sure I didn't miss any recipes. So we got lights, we got lights, we got lights, and good. Perfect. So, in terms of splitting our outputs, we want to go up to level 3, which is where we are. Nice. We want to go down here, and let's think. So the levels below us are making 400, which means you're 450 and you would be 500. So we're gonna make some adjustments here. This guy's gonna become a priority merger. Sometimes I like to stand in line to make things easier. So our left input is our priority input. And you are gonna become a smart splitter, maybe? Oh, you're a merger, so you can't do that. So I would just have to replace... No, I want you to be a merger, sorry. You're staying as a merger. Then, like here, we can add a smart splitter. Again, I'm gonna throttle it using the belt, you know, just kind of control how much we're sending. We only need 30 per minute going that way. So, and let's get in line with it. We're gonna say that's your priority, and then overflow out here. And this guy should say only accept items from this belt if that is the other input is empty. Cool. What that would also mean is we no longer want that there. We no longer want that there. And here. Make a couple changes. So I'm going to get rid of the lift. Actually, if I push it back, that would save me a little bit of space here. Right? Okay. So that one is good because all we want from here is to go in and go down. We're not trying to merge with the level above. And then I do technically still have the walkways to throw in here. I'm gonna have to like come back through and do all that. All right, but for now, we can just add one in where we want it, which is on this level. Okay, and then we can just snap these in, and like this will go all the way down to the end. We'll do this on every level because I want to have room to run belts and stuff. Alright, so let's get rid of you guys. Try and do that whenever I see it, and then thing. So here is our new merge point. And then we have to be able to go down as well. But I think we're going down over here in this lane. I just think that feels like the right place to go. So what I think we can do is we can actually throw a merger right here. And then we can just wrap around with the straight belt. Yo, Goofy, what's up, man? How we doing today? See you, man. Been a minute. And then, yeah, we can wrap right around. Do a little wrap around, like so. And down we go. Can't make it. We're going to have to do some little tricks of the trade, but we can get that. We can get that hooked up. Doing pretty good, man. We're doing pretty good. We just got we're just getting steel pipes really hooked in right now, as you can see either side. And I'm just kind of figuring out the outputs, and then we're gonna have to do similar stuff for the inputs because yeah, that's a little more than 480. Yeah, man, yeah. And this is a lot. I mean, we need 920 ingots going in to steel pipes. So 2 lines, nothing too crazy. We'll just have to supplement halfway up, and concrete should be a lot easier because how much do we consume per level? 30. Love that. Easy. Okay. That's super simple then. Concrete's not a problem, and even the steel ingots, that's really not a problem. It's super simple. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get our belts down to bottom. Haven't played in a minute. I understand that. You just beat the game, right? Like, not too long ago, so completely makes sense to kind of chill for a little. Oops. Okay, hold on. I gotta get this belt right there, and I want to be here. So that's the best I can do. We'll have a floor hole, but it is what it is. If I delete it, it deletes everything. So, but at least we have a nice solid lift now. And then, yeah, we've got our 2 lines of steel pipes, one right there, and one right there. So that's pretty good. Now, other steel and all that stuff. Try and find some new games for that. I'm trying to think of some good recommendations. I mean, if you want like a total genre twist and you like deck builders, Slay the Spire 2 is really fun. I really like Slay the Spire. Maybe do something like you're doing. Hell yeah. Yeah, man, do it. Challenge runs really make the game fun. Like, you can just kind of make it whatever you want. But I mean, there's the classic, you know, Factorio, Dyson Spear program. Plenty of good factory games. Oh, I played, if you just like conveyor belt stuff, which is fun, and like cool mechanics, this game called Mine Mogul, really fun. Like, not that expensive, and just a lot of fun. Like, a very cool game. That I was considering doing like a playthrough actually on the channel at one point. And still I kind of am. Because it was that fun. It was like very cool. Oh, Shapes 2 is amazing. Yeah, dude. It's a little overwhelming sometimes because like it's just like, oh man, there's so much to do always and forever. But it's really fun. That game is super, super fun. Highly recommend that. I definitely, that's gonna be a Cyan After Dark game, for sure. Like, because it's so chill and it's just so laid back and like the music is grooving. It's just good times all around. Okay, so this is gonna be our concrete line, and we're gonna say priority merge, and that will be our first line, and then we're gonna have the overflow from that guy going in there, I hope. I have been playing a little bit of Shapes too, just to kind of like acclimate myself with it. Planet Crafter is also very fun. I played that one too. Me and some old high school friends got into that a while ago. We didn't actually finish it though, which is kind of a shame because it was fun. But that do be happening, you know. Sometimes you just don't have the time. All right, so I just gotta pull these back a little bit. Let's actually go to there. Sorry if you hear the neighbor's motorcycle. Yeah, you definitely are hearing that. I don't even know if it's the neighbors, but... Alright, so we're gonna go in that lane right there, and then hopefully straight on in. Very good, very great. Second concrete is over there, kind of like second breakfast, but a little different. And then let's see. Actually, idea. So if we go here and enter from this side, I should be able to do something like this. Yeah. Which would then line up that. And then this guy, I have scaffolding, I should use it. This guy can go here. And then. Okay. That's the wrong item. No. I thought you were concrete. Concrete's over there. Alright, so for concrete then... Still the right idea, but... Bro, why aren't more motorized things? Like, imagine pulling up to work with a pair of motor blades. That'd be sick. I would do it. I mean, you'd probably die, but it'd be sick. At least around here. It's crazy, some of the driving around here that I see. I'm like, what are we doing? What is going on right now? Hey, and I'm not saying I'm an insanely good driver. I'm pretty alright, but like, you know, no accidents, knock on wood, all that kind of thing, but like, still. Yeesh. So what I think I need to do here is we're gonna say, yeah, prioritize this. Now that would be cool. Some exoskeletons IRL. They're working on that kind of stuff, honestly. Like, that is definitely happening, you know? I don't doubt that for a minute. Okay, I think this still works, right? Because if we go here, and then you just have to go, like, a little bit lower. Let's use my scaffolding. Iron Man type shit. For real, though. I want to be Iron Man, and if you don't, you're lying. So, like, come on. Okay, there we go. That looks good. Ooh, just got thrown into that. Okay, yeah, I thought I forgot to hook something up there. So there goes overflow, and then just like before, even though I don't have concrete hooked up yet to this side, we want to say prioritize this lane. So let's get that one hooked up again. Okay, that should be the... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll never understand how people blueprint and plan ahead like that. I don't know. You just kind of... It just happens. There is some level of planning ahead, but... Okay. Does that seem flat? It seems like it's on an angle. It is totally on an angle. So there's there, and then I think that's it. Did I just do it again? I just did it again. Okay, so I think that's right, but it's actually here. Third time's the charm. Heyo. Got it. Alright, and then you're going in. You're going in. Everybody's happy. Alright, cool. And then there is going to be a little bit of extra. So I'm trying to think about how we want to deal with that. Do I want to throw... So let's think. Let's look over here real quick, right? So what we're currently doing is pouring a line of 480 into steel beams. Anything that's left on the line is getting sent over. Not 480, technically. It's like... I should probably know what lines I'm sending where, huh? That is important. I respect that. I respect the shit out of that. Yeah, this is important, huh? So we have... I keep backing out of this the wrong way. We have 2 setups going. One of them is making 520, and the other one's making 400. But then we took 40 off of the one making 520, so I have a line of 480, and I have a line of 440. Yeah. And it doesn't really matter which one's going where, but it is kind of nice to know. So the inside line here is actually the 480 one. So it's sending 480 concrete in. It's going to overflow whatever, what is it, like 3... let's call it 350. So it's going to overflow 130 into steel pipes. There it starts going. It's going to take a while to fill all these up. It's going to start sending more up. That means the other line has 440. Okay, so this actually does matter because this affects the math going in. You're consuming 30. Okay, we're fine then. Right? So we're getting a line of 440 and a line of roughly 130. We're then taking off of the 440 line 120. So we're left with 360. And then when you take 360 plus 130, you're left with 490, and that doesn't work out. There we go. So that's why we have to do that math. So instead of you going in here, I have to move this whole thing up to the next level. Because we need to pull more off the line to make sure that things stay balanced. Yeah. Because even though it's technically like 126 point whatever, that's too much, right? Unless I might. Oh, but wait, no, because it's 440 minus 120. It's 320 plus 130 is only 450. Yeah. No, we're fine. Okay. MDOS. Order of operations. And I think I explained it earlier, but I'm not sleeping much, so all that factors in. Okay, so we are good. We're fine. I don't have to change anything. Our outputs are showing steel pipes, so that's cool. Let's get some steel ingots in here and get things working. I don't know how we have steel pipes. Oh, because I think I put steel ingots into the system. Okay. A lot's going on. A lot to keep track of. Only I had better belts. So we need to get 920 steel in. We're now shifting our focus into steel ingots. We have 2 lines of 360 to make up 720. And then we are getting, I guess, 200 from the other setup. And yep, that is correct. Okay. You would think I'd know these numbers by now after looking at them. Oh, y'all got a heat wave? Dude, I'm down in the southern United States, and yeah, the heat here, we're getting like 95, 100 degrees. Like, it's kind of wild. I'm not used to this at all. Like, 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I would think, like, I'm not sure what that is in Celsius, like 30 maybe. 32. So, it's, yeah. It's coming. It's that time of year. It's only going to get hotter. Alright, so if we split that up into 480, it'd be 480 and 240. And then that 200. Oof. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. That's terrible. The sun was nasty, though. It'll get you real quick. I've had friends get, like, sun poisoning and stuff from, you know, just not putting on sunblock and all that stuff. It'll get you. It'll get you real quick. Ain't nothing to fuck with. Alright, so we're gonna have a line of 480. And let's think. So we could go a couple of ways. I think the simplest option is to take both of these lines, merge them together, and then overflow, like with an overflow, kind of like we do all around. So we have a line of 480, basically compress the belts, right? And then take that belt, which should have 200 on it, add it to the belt we have remaining, and then we should have a line of 480, a line of 440. We can send 480 in the bottom, and then 440 in top. hey, that all adds up to being kind of shit. So I feel for you, man. Yeah, but I know what you mean. Like not like life-threatening, just inconvenient and uncomfortable. Still annoying. Still totally valid to be annoyed. Oh man, I'm getting lit up by mosquitoes down here, and that alone is bothering me. So imagine that's not it. That sounds like way worse. You know what I mean? Oh, come on, come on. There it is. And then... Oh no, what? Third time? There we go. Okay, so what I would like to do is actually, if I could do something... Yeah, maybe something like this. This way might work out better for us. All right. So that's one line, right? And then... That wouldn't actually be able to make that turn in a way that I would like. Oh, that's sick. Like not getting all the mosquito bites, but living in Sri Lanka. Is that my, can I say that right? Is it Sri Lanka or like Sri Lanka? Like Sri Lanka, right? That's in like Southeast Asia, right? Like the islands. I don't know much about. I'm not very great at geography, but I try. That's cool. I mean, the mosquito bites down there. Holy shit! Yeah. Sri Lanka. Oh, Sri Lanka. Okay. And I'm pretty sure. Nice. That's cool, man. How long did you? Well, you don't have to say. I guess actually. I always forget that I'm on the internet and I shouldn't ask people like super identifying questions, but that's really cool. That's awesome, bro. I'm sure the UK and that is a big difference. That's a lot of a change for sure. Okay, I think we're gonna move this down here, maybe where I have a little bit more space to build. Right, so like if we did a priority merger. Although that'd be kind of even less convenient. Okay, hold on. Let's think. So smart splitter like this. So my end goal here is to be able to get something out to the top, but that's not going to work from there. I'm definitely overcomplicating this in a way that I don't need to be doing. But it is a little bit weird, because we have to go... I would say 6 months is like, it's not living there for a long time, but that's living there. Like, you know, yeah. Definitely. I got you, though. That's cool. That's very cool. Because that's the other option, actually. Because we could take that belt, merge it with this one, and then go in. Would that be any better for us? And then just take this one up. Decisions. Let's think. So let's go... here. And then... No. Okay, wait. Ideas are forming, I think. Is this at a good height? It is not. I need to go up like a meter. That's cool. I wonder if they like got inspiration. Okay, so we would go over here. Yeah. And not actually like that, sorry. I have to remember how to build with lifts and then like be able to snap mergers onto them. Yeah. So priority merger, like so. And then down here, you're actually gonna get a smart splitter. Oh, no. Sorry. So you have to be up there. Islands with all the... Oh, the Gold Coast, right? I think it's called. Like over... here? In the game, yeah. Like these, right? Or these. Down here. Like there's this area with oil, and then there's like this, the Spire Coast with like all the coral and stuff. But I think either one of those could probably fit. They're both very tropical. Nope, that's not it again. I delete that belt? Thank you. Okay, so now I need a smart splitter. I promise I'm gonna get this. I think it's gonna work. And then this one is a priority merger. Okay, and we're outputting that way. And then you're gonna go in there. And we're gonna say prioritize the center. And then you're gonna say any undefined and overflow. I guess again, you could kind of throttle it. I need to add a little bit more. I really don't actually, but you know what, that's fine. We'll still do that. Because I was like, I only need to add 120 to the line, and then 80 is going to go off and get added to the other line. So I think that's kind of fine. And then... I promise this is going to make sense. It's a good thing we have all this room down here to just throw stuff. That's so sick. Very cool. Love seeing inspiration come from real life. Alright, so I set overflow go that way. The only problem is our belt's over here. I think I might just actually drop down a little bit. Yeah, I think that's the one on the Gold Coast or whatever it's called. That's what that feels like to me, at least. So here you can drop. We're gonna just do some funky stuff down here. So we are just trying to work with the best that we got, our belt situation, and then we could go back up to ceiling. Is that flat? It is. Okay. So what I want to end up with is like a lift right there, preferably. I can't do that because that's where that has to go. So then let's do a lift over here. So then I should be able to take priority merger. This time we don't need a priority merger, actually. We just do a regular one. Go in there. Oh, I do need that out. Oh man, this is a little confusing, but it's okay. We're getting there. So what I need to have is a lift, like, built into, which I guess we could just do like that. And that guy will go there. No. Yeah, this is confusing. We need this guy here to there. That will go there. Okay. And then this guy's here. And that will go there. Okay. Okay. You never know what's gonna come up, right? That's the beauty of it. It's just like, sometimes you just talk about some shit. That's the beauty of it. We can shift this line over. So let's do that real quick. Let's go here, and then we can just take this down. There we go, 2 hours, alright. We'll go for a little bit more. Try and get steel pipes running at least. And some stuff back up. Then I gotta go do dinner and stuff like that, so. We're chipping away at progress here. Chipping away. There, and good. Alright, so we can clear out all of that stuff. I just like to get rid of the conveyor poles. Every human is somehow connected, technically speaking, right? Somehow, some way. Alright, so we gotta get pretty high up here. Because we're using 200 per level. So we're on level 2. So we can add in... we have to think about this, right? So we have to add it in mid lane. No. Wait. Looks like it's 200. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a little strange, I think. Okay, so it's kind of like our output situation if we head down here real quick. How we've got this whole thing going. Because it's just the same thing on the inverse. So I think everyone alive is maximum like with cousins, which isn't that much considering a push like that. That's trippy as hell. That's so trippy to think about. Yeah, it's crazy to think like humanity has like literally been around for like a blip. It's like we're basically irrelevant in the grand scheme of time. It's crazy, like, but we've done quite a bit, you know, in that little bit of time. But yeah, it's nuts. That kind of stuff is so cool. Like chasing stuff back like that, and just been like, yeah, wild. So what I'm kind of getting at here right now is we can supply up to this point, or technically like, yeah, a little bit more than that, like half of that with our current setup. But getting our stuff in here is going to be kind of difficult, if I'm being honest with you. So let's get ourselves a little bit of room to work. And I'll kind of try and explain why I think this might be a little bit difficult. We're going to pull it off, but it's just going to be a little bit process. What else is new? So the main issue is that we need to add the bulk of our steel into here. And some steel into here, because this lane will not get enough from the belt below. But if we add all of the steel that we have to what we have left, the belt going in won't be able to handle it. So we are kind of at a little bit of an impasse here. That's just me not checking numbers as well when I was setting stuff up. I probably could have adjusted row lengths or something to make that work out a little bit better, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? So what I think we are going to say is we need to somehow merge in here somewhere. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So we could also go in here, which would be a lot easier than there, and then we could go in there as well. Okay, that could work. Wait a minute. Potential easy solve. Coming in hot. So we say prioritize there. We're already over here, which is kind of fine. And then we say smart splitter. And then we also say that you're not doing that anymore, right? Because anything that comes up is just going to go over. I literally said that the other day. So part of what I have to do to help out my mom is she has a cat that also used to kind of be like my cat when she lived here, or lived together, you know, when I was younger. And he's got like a heart condition and stuff, so we have to give him medication. So that's like a big part of like some of the, not a big part, it's just a very small part of what I have to do, but it's something I have to do. And it's really funny because he always tries and runs and hides, and I'm like, sorry bro, I got thumbs, I'm literally gonna win every time, you know. It's like, yeah, it's a crazy advantage. It's like a cheat code. I got thumbs and I know how to use them. Watch out. Alright, that is not happening. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, that's a damn shame. Okay, so then... Man, I really wish there was a Control Z in this game. So what we're gonna say is you're gonna go in there. And yeah, I think that's just kind of how we have to do it. It ain't always gonna be the prettiest solution. Sometimes it's just gonna be a solution. So in this scenario, we want to say prioritize that and then overflow there. Nothing out the side. Okay, and then here we are probably good with the Mark II belt. Yeah, because let's think, right? So we're sending 80 in on top, but we need, 120 to supplement it. I guess I could put a Mark III just to be safe. It'll still act as a sort of throttle, and then the remainder goes up and on its way. And yeah, this belt doesn't need to continue on because we are emptying it off on this level. I think that's it. We have to actually connect these two together. And hopefully we start to see some steel. Go. Cool. Alright, so I think that is good to go. Yep, we got a bunch going that way. Nothing's going up yet, but these ones are basically good to go. And then, so we can do quick mathematic check out here. So we're adding, I just realized these don't line up. Terrible. Okay, sorry. So we're doing, what are we doing? We got 480. We are adding 120, like I said. So we got 440 minus 120, which leaves us with 320. And then it's 50, 50, 50, 50, 200, 50, 50, another 200. And if we look here, 40% of 50 is 20. So we are all good. Okay. So that should work out. Everything should be all steady now. And we've got steel going down here, and then we've got steel going out over here. Okay. Just because I want to check things. Oh yeah, iron pipes definitely has a lot of good uses. Like if you just need to make some steel or some stuff, like it's a fantastic fantastic option. Like steel pipes, you know, like you can make a bunch of novelis really easily, or like a whole bunch of stuff really. Oh, we got, this is a real tower looking thing. Okay. Green lights all around though. I like what I'm seeing. Belts are gonna start emptying off of down here. Hopefully, yeah, we're starting to see that move. And then all of that is gonna start firing up. True. Actually true though. Great use of sloops right there. Great use of a sloop. All right. Hell yeah. So, I'm liking this. WWW. I'm liking it. I think it's looking really good. But I think that's where we're going to call it today. We've got our steel alts hooked up. We removed all of the old steel production. And let's see, real quick, can I get steel pipes maybe going in over here or something like that? Real nice and easy. Probably pull that off. Hell yeah, man. A couple more minutes, but yeah, we'll be rounding out here. But you two, glad you could come by. And hopefully I'll catch you in the next one, whenever that may be. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow if I have the time. I hope I would have some time. It'd be nice. Yeah, we're just gonna try. I want to see if I can get this stuff going real quick. If I can get steel, steeled frames, like modular frames, and our like other stuff down here running again, then I'd be pretty happy, because that would be the facility back online to pre-upgrade levels, if you will. So I'd like to try and do that at least. Get that all running. Oh, come on now. Let's see it. Go, and yeah, I think I did remember having to do a little funky loop like that. But that should be going down. Oh yeah, stators and rotors, right? What is this belt? Stators, yeah. Okay. And that is going to get upgraded as well. Oh yeah, we're not doing steel rotors. Right. Not yet, at least. I don't think we end up... Oh, we might actually make that switch, now that I think about it. But anyway, that should be a lot of stuff coming back online. We should be making versatile frameworks soon. And I think automated wiring should also kick back on now. There we go. Doing pretty good. Let me see if I can get to a good, like, vista point here somewhere to kind of check out our progress. Maybe over here. I love this place. This is looking really, really cool. Yeah, maybe we try down here. Get photo mode out for a bit. Oh, I made a friend. Is there more of you? No? Cool. Alright. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So we got a lot of the rough rebuilding out of the way. And hopefully moving forward, we should be shifting gears into more new construction. So let's kind of take a look over here real quick. So we completed this section of the base. We still have to overflow stuff, but we'll get there. We hooked back up into modular or versatile frameworks. We hooked back up into modular frames. Honestly, I'm like getting good at reading messages quick and just kind of being like, okay, yeah, I get what you're trying to go for. Like, and not just you, like that's just everybody. Because a lot of people chat with their phones and stuff, so or like an iPad or something. So you're good, honestly. I haven't noticed too bad. And then yeah, we're gonna dump a bunch into stuff for automated wiring, and then a whole bunch more into motors. Your guess is as good as mine. But I pulled it off, I guess, so we managed. And then, yeah, that'll be where the bulk of our steel goes. So this is all going to be brand new stuff. Here, I'll just scale up what already exists, right? We don't have to go too hard. This one is going to be mostly new stuff as well, so this is probably what we're going to work on next time, and then we'll get into like rubber and plastic. But honestly, man, yeah, I don't know. It's funny because you noticed them. I didn't really notice many. My brain just like autocorrects stuff on its own too, I think. So I don't know. ADHD and dyslexia coming in sometimes. Sometimes they help out. But okay, all right. So that is really our game plan. We are doing pretty well. But yeah, next time we will kind of rip out Caterium, which should be pretty simple. And then we're going to start scaling this up. We're going to make some more copper. We already know where to get that. And this is going to be fun. Let's say that. I think we're going to try and figure out a way to make a full belt per level. And just hold on tight and hope for the best, because it's going to be a mission to pull this off. But that'll be for next time. So yeah, thank you all for coming by. Appreciate you. Oh, look at that, right on cue, hitting the nighttime shot. Very nice. And yeah, we will be back potentially tomorrow if I have some time. We'll pick up where we left off, and if not. I'll let you know if you're not in the Discord. Make sure you hop in the Discord. I always post when I go live there. And yeah, otherwise, take care of yourself, be good, and I'll catch you real soon. Peace, everybody.